All right, guys, what is going on? Welcome to Dano Crypto. So, so now my ghetto setup is not working. I can't hotspot. My internet is out, and so what do? I have to not make excuses and say, all right, what can I use to go live? What's going on, LMP? What's going on? Shout out to you guys in the chat. I am just, anytime I'm just trying not to make any excuses. You know, my wife is helping me with that as well, of course. She's like, don't make excuses. You can stream from your phone. I was like, yes, I can stream from my phone. I was like, touche, wife, touche. I can stream from my phone. But I hope you guys are doing well. If you're wondering who the hell this is on camera, it is me. It is indeed me. I look like a completely different person when I shave the beard. But yeah, I hope you guys are catching. I hope you guys caught the pump. We did stream last night. You know, we called this move. Yeah, we called this move to the upside. We were actually we were just thinking it was just going to go to like maybe 43.5 or you know 44,000. But now it's definitely going up right now. I mean, I wonder if I can even just do a hotspot. I'm trying to, because I know if you end up getting off of the screen, off of live, off of your phone, if you try and like switch the tab, I think it might stop the live stream. Do you guys know if it does that? So if you live stream off your phone and then you do your little double tap to go back into like an application or something, does it stop the live stream? I believe it does. The last time I tried to do that, it just stopped the live stream, and then you can't even go back into it. So, but yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. And just to get into what's been happening as of late, you know, we've had Injective has been pumping. We've had Solana pumping. Solana, I think now has flipped XRP and is it at $80 now? And so yeah, I think it does. Yeah, you're right, LNP. I'm pretty sure, so I'm not even gonna test it. But yeah, shout out to you guys in the chat. Smash up the like button so we can get a couple more people in here. But really, you know, obviously you could go to every YouTube and you could talk about, you know, and they're talking about the price movements. They're talking about, you know, the trades that they're making and all the money that they're making. And what I really want to talk about right now is I just want to be transparent with you guys and tell you how I've been feeling as of late. And I've been feeling a little with the trading. It's been an emotional ride because there's been a lot of FOMO happening recently with a lot of these meme coins, a lot of these new projects. There's a lot of things happening, and sometimes it's just like you don't even really know exactly what you want to jump into if you're too late, and prices are just soaring. You know, you might be in, and then you think like, oh man, I'm in all these old projects and there's these new stuff. And in crypto, obviously, you just have to be up with the narrative. You have to know, and there's a lot of FUD too. Yeah, a lot of FUD. You know, there's still people calling for, you know, under 38K Bitcoin, and so what I've been experiencing is kind of jumping around a little bit too much, and honestly, and also putting in trades and then getting stopped out, and then seeing that the targets that I was seeing for the particular coins hit the target and not being able to get back in when it was the right time, whether you're busy, you know, like if you're not a full-time trader, full-time crypto, you are going to miss these swings of price. It's nearly impossible sometimes to really kind of like have that dial unless you're really on your phone all the time. But like most people, I mean, like you have other things that you're doing. You know, if you're not full-time crypto, you're working a full-time job, you have a family life. Like I'm doing all those things. I'm working a full-time job. I'm trying to do crypto on the side as much as possible, and also develop a good family life and build up investments. You know, I bought a house 2 years ago. We've had to do a lot of repairs on the house and basically from scratch gut the damn thing, and it takes a lot of cash. So it's just yeah, there's just a lot going on in that realm. So yeah, everyone's really busy. Everyone's working multiple jobs, you know, side hustles. If you're not already working maybe a full-time job, you're probably, if you're working a full-time job, you're also doing a side hustle in that full-time job. If you're working multiple part-time jobs, you're probably also working 2, 3 part-time jobs and then also doing your side hustles. You know, I mean, that really is the norm, you know, especially for, you know, a lot of Americans, because, you know, we pay a lot of taxes. You know, there's just our current administration is obviously garbage. You know, they try and make it seem like the numbers are good under Biden economics. They call it Bidenomics or something like that. It's insane. You know, we're in wars with the debt ceiling, and the rate of increase of our national debt is just insane. There's just like so many things have gone bad since a certain person has gotten into power. So it's just there's definitely a lot of things to take into account with everyone's situation when it comes to, you know, like the finances and how it relates to your life. But yeah, so I've just been kind of feeling the FOMO, feeling like, man, I just almost got into these positions at a good point, and then you see, you don't see it play out exactly how you wanted it to, and man, it's just been pissing me off, I'll tell you, because I've been in good positions, taking profit, really great, and then sometimes it just doesn't play out exactly how you would have wanted it to, and yeah, I just want to be transparent with you guys and tell you that I guess the key is persistence, not letting the anger or frustration get to you, like or you know, revenge trading or anything like that. Yeah, so the people, so Ellen's saying need to spend more time researching alts. So yeah, same. I think we all do. I mean, it would be beneficial for us to all do more research on a lot of these projects, because then you can know what like certain dates are coming up. You know, that's the key. Like, you know, Injective, you know, had this big partnership announcement for Google Cloud, and Google has been involved with a bunch of different altcoins like AVAX and it's like AVAX, Immutable, Polygon, Chainlink, I think, and Injective. So they're being used for their Google Cloud for data. You know, whatever they're using it for doesn't really matter. What matters is that that's the narrative, is that big companies are using crypto. So that's why Injective is just like pumping. So, and there's Injective DeFi. There's you can actually now I think there's meme coins that are starting to go on Injective, and then the same, you know, with AVAX. So yeah, there's a lot going on. I know that people are probably feeling the same as me, or they're either just, you know, printing money and they're like, yay, I have all these gains, you know. Or they're trying to go short and they're getting wrecked. You know, we'll see. But yeah. I just wanted to. I was like, what else do I do? Because I was just like, I was stewing. I was just pacing in the garage, like like just stewing because I was thinking about the amount of money that I could have made on this breakout with the trades that I did have open if I didn't have the stop loss set at 0. Could have let them ride down even just like a little bit and they would have recovered, and they did. And honestly, Bitcoin recovered super quick on that last dip yesterday, and I was afraid that it was going to break down to 38K, and in that fear and risk, uh, risk reward ratio there, I lost probably, because I'm pretty sure that the trades wouldn't have been liquidated because they weren't high leveraged. So I lost, unrealized gains of maybe $2,000 or $3,000. So that's like $2,000, $3,000 in a day. That would have been nice. That would have been nice, but we are currently in trades, though. That's the thing. You have to be positive if you are in trades and say, hey, you didn't make it on that, and you didn't, I broke even, stop loss at 0. So in the margins that I put in those 3 to 4 altcoin trades, which were AVAX and STG and Doge. Those were the 3 altcoin trades that I had open because I saw in the charts the RSI looked great, the run up looked amazing, and it was just as simple as like, dude, you could have just left them open. I probably would have much rather have lost the amount of margin that I had in there than now that I've risked like not catching the breakout on the altcoin. So that's what is so interesting about when you do set stop losses. It's like, you set the stop loss, and now it's okay if you didn't get back in the right time, and then you see it breaking out. Then what was the freaking point? What was the point? But it's hard to catch them all. And ETH. All right, yeah, I'm trying to keep up with the chat. So ETH, I think ETH is going to see a good run up, probably to 35, probably to 3K 3,500. If Bitcoin is going to 48K, then we'll see Ethereum at 3,500. I would love to pull up a chart right now and check it out. But yeah, it's definitely due for a move. I mean, it's like Ethereum's narrative with EVM, at least, with layer 2s and people staking ETH, and it's still, ETH is the backbone still of smart contracts and all that stuff. So there's a place for ETH, but still, there's all these new narratives, there's all these new blockchains, all these new layer 1s, and so can those actually kill ETH? So more alts with your ETH. If you think they're going to outperform them, then it could be a potential good move, but it's like not financial advice or anything, but it's definitely with ETH, you are working with a high gas fees. So with that, you're definitely going to incur some losses with gas fees. So if you start using that ETH and you go into something and it doesn't go up enough for you to be able to actually really make a substantial gain, then I just keep it in ETH. Yeah, appreciate you interacting in the chat, Ellen. Let's see, I think so, because ETH hasn't moved much and the gas fees are too much. Yeah, I don't think it's really going to change, to be honest. I think the more that even Ethereum gets used and we start seeing another NFT run up, gas fees are going to be $150 again. Just watch. There's nothing, what are they going to do? Like, they've said they were going to fix it the last 2 upgrades, and it hasn't been fixed. So how are they going to fix it? The fix is the layer 2 solutions. That's what the fix is. So Why would they even waste time now? They literally don't have to do anything. They can just be like, okay, we'll upgrade it. We did the proof of stake, you know, blah blah blah, but it didn't do crap, and so it's still, the gas fees are still just going to be there. I think the gas fees, I don't personally, I'm a little pessimistic with gas fees. I don't think it's going to change. That's why people are not going to use ETH like that. They're just not going to. They're not going to use ETH for gaming. They're not going to use ETH for like multiple like those fast transaction speeds for things like games and things like the throughput of what you're wanting to interact back and forth with your wallet. You want to swap back and forth with NFTs, and you're not going to want to pay $150 to do so. And that's even just to like that. What's crazy is that even if you want to list an NFT on OpenSea, you have to sign the contract and just to approve it, you have to pay a gas fee, and that will cost you $50 to $100 sometimes. And that's just to sign it. It's crazy. Yeah, 82 to send 1K worth. Yeah, it's just not feasible. And then if you're wanting to swap and you're saying, hey, I want to go into a meme coin, I only want to put like maybe $50, $100 in there. The thing has to move at least to $1,000. The thing has to do basically 100, a 50x, to be able to get your money back, But yeah, smash up the likes. Still got to smash up those likes. I see 0 likes. But yeah, this isn't the normal live stream. This is just a phone in my face. So it's kind of like with people pop in here, it's 50-50 if they're gonna stick around or not. But yeah, this is a talk because this is the only way that I can stream right now, and I said, you know what, F it. We'll just do this. But yeah, it's crazy. Feeling the FOMO for sure. Feeling the fear of missing out of the thousands. And share this on X, your Twitter page, also, and tag my account at DanoCrypto904, and let the Twitter X support peeps know that I'm still banned and I haven't heard a single word from anyone. So that'd be cool if I could get some help from the community to get my page back. So about Sui, I don't even know if I'm saying the right. Sui, I think is it China based? Is that a Chinese based blockchain? I believe, and I know it's been moving up recently. So I know they had that launch, a Sui launch, and I'm not sure what the price is right now, but I don't really know too much about it, other than that it's a layer one blockchain. But yeah, still banned. I did a DJ move and I bought this NFT that with it engaged you into a Twitter affiliate program, and then it gave you a badge, which is, I think, normal. Like most badge holders interact and like each other's profiles, and they all are in the same network, so naturally you build up your followers. So it was kind of like almost kind of like engagement farming, which is no different than like the SocialFi thing. Like you're getting points and scores for how many interactions and shares that you have or people in your network, and so it was kind of like a similar thing. And so what happened is that organization page got suspended for whatever reason. Not really sure what happened. The speculation, Borvik .eth, said that it was maybe that they were trying to dodge verification in different ways. So maybe they were trying to use different like burner phones and didn't have like the proper verification for the page. So and so what was crazy is that I had 10K followers now too. Oh, probably, yeah, is maybe because a lot of those people had the badge as well. Yeah, because it was about 1,500 to 2,000 pages that had the badge, and they all got suspended. So I'm not really sure what has happened with all the other accounts as well, if they're still suspended. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. So eh, I I only posted a couple of posts about it just for the fact that I was in that I did buy the NFT. I was testing it out and just seeing what would happen just as an experiment. I'm like, all right, because my engagement on X was kind of crap. And I felt like the algorithm was just not being very nice. So I said, okay, let me try something that will at least boost the engagement, boost the numbers up. And I mean, it worked in a sense, but now it completely did not work and bombed because I obviously got banned. So it didn't do shit. It actually destroyed my account and made it to where now I have nothing. So, but that was the risk. That's the degen risk. That is the thing when you get into Web3. Things rug, things get completely pulled out from under you, and you kind of just have to eat it. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, so the NFTs they're still up on OpenSea. They haven't been like delisted or anything like that. So and there is another side account that I've seen. The NFT must have had well they had a site. They had an a connected wallet site, and yeah, it ran through good through my security. It didn't say that it was any like a malicious signing contract. It was just a basic like, just signing in like as if you had a profile on the actual what it was called, Blitz, welcome to Blitz. And so yeah, it definitely in that sense it wasn't like a scam. It wasn't like a phishing website. So but yeah, it's just crazy like that they completely suspended all the accounts affiliated with it. They didn't have to go that far. I think they should have just removed the account that had the badge, removed the badge, and then maybe ask the accounts that had any posts about those particular accounts, just delete them, and then everything's all good. But I've had no response. So, yep. So I wonder what Bitcoin is doing right now. I can't freaking look at the market. I wish I could. Yeah, what's Bitcoin at right now? What's Bitcoin at right now? Is it sustained over 44,000, or is it back under 44,000? Yeah, so I'm basically riding now. I have a couple of leverage. I have a couple trades open, and two BTC trades, and I have a Grok trade open. The trades that I would have had open was AVAX, Doge, STG, and I've been trying to get into Pepe. All right, 44,002, nice, 44.2. I mean, we might be going. I mean, even today, we might even go to 45,000 today. And if we don't get rejected off of that 45,000, then it's a good possibility that we could start getting into 46,000, because then we're obviously getting support. Returning. I think there's some resistance points too, probably at 40. And AVAX too. Yeah, AVAX is on fire. And that's why I was grumbling and pacing in my garage like a madman, feeling like a freaking idiot for not just being more strategic in my trades, like with AVAX, man. Oh my god. I got in at $39. Like $39. Now AVAX is probably sitting at $43, $45, which was the target that pointed out. You guys can go into my videos, go back literally just yesterday and the day before, 2 days ago, where I showed you my AVAX trade that I was in. And it's just insane. It's just, like, sometimes it's just, woo, woo. Man, so frustrated about that. I mean, yeah, I mean, Carl could be right. There's a lot of people that are saying that, it's, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, if you remember me talking about the trades that I was just in, if you go back in the live stream just yesterday morning, I think it was yesterday morning, I was like, check these trades out. These trades are awesome. I was like, I took profits, and I should have just like left those suckers open, changed the margin up a little bit, maybe add in a little bit more margin the uh, from the profits that I took, and I could have like lowered the margin a little bit. So then if BTC goes down, I could still protect the trade. It doesn't get liquidated, and then those breakouts, man, oh, the breakouts would have been. That's what you want in crypto. That's what you want. Now it's over 43. Of course it is, because those are the levels that we saw and that everyone has been seeing on the charts. I mean, people are seeing it on AVAX. That's why it's blowing up. And then obviously the Kakinu, the meme coin, the Kokinu. It's yeah, Kokinu with AVAX, and then what are the other meme coin plays? ADA, SNEC. People have been talking about SNEC, and then you got Bonk on Solana. What else? What else? There's something on Injective that people are starting to talk about a little bit. And what else? Okay, you said yeah, I know. It's just like that name is great. George beamed himself already. He was just going for it. He was just like, I'm not even gonna act like I'm not even gonna act like I'm gonna say this wrong, because it is cocky new. But he said, he said, so strap on, and you better get some some cocky new. So ridiculous. So funny. Rand was kind of roasting him a little bit on his live stream. Yeah, Beam. Yeah, Beam was popping up in the list on Morales Money. I've been kind of checking that out. I haven't done any research on Beam. Haven't bought any Beam. Been really kind of touchy on what I'm wanting to buy really these days, and I think a lot of I have some PTSD, I guess, and it's probably not as bad as the PTSD of some other people that have like lost millions. I only lost out like couple thousands from the different crashes and black swan events that have happened over the past couple of years. So it's not like I mean, I was affected, but it was nothing that I was like, it wasn't money that I like couldn't lose, in a sense. Like it was like if everything was riding on this. So it wasn't that kind of emotion. But people did experience that. Like they experienced that hard. They experienced that like crushing blow of seeing like millions go away from either Celsius, Voyager, God, what else? I mean, there's just like couple different, Terra Luna, like, and it's crazy because like a lot of this was just kind of like a FTX. FTX was the big one, and then so it was just kind of like a cascading effect. And what was crazy about Voyager and Terra kind of combined is that there's a lot of trading volume of Terra on Voyager, and so a lot of people were like FOMO trading into Terra. And then at the same time, like people were FOMO trading into Terra and losing money in Terra. Voyager crashes, you can't get your money out, and then everything was stuck. And then you're sitting there looking at your phone like this. Sweating. Just sweating, looking like an idiot. Like that was me. And literally days and weeks before, people were warning us, the noobs. I would consider myself still a novice and a noob at the time of even making the crypto videos about a year and a half ago, talking about Voyager and saying, oh, which exchange is the best, like crypto.com or Voyager. What I should have been telling myself and you guys is like, hey, don't keep your freaking coins on exchanges because you can lose them all. Have them on a wallet. It's crazy. But hindsight is definitely 2020, and so It's just pretty crazy. Oh, the Earn program. Yeah, yeah, the big lawsuit with that, with the Earn program, and Genesis. I guess it's like Genesis is what is who's involved with Gemini with the Earn program. You can't trust these Earn programs that give off these crazy yields. You start anything that's like crazy yield, don't trust it. Unless it's DeFi and it's like a decent DeFi protocol and it's got like good numbers and liquidity in there, that's something that you can at least trust more than what an exchange is giving you for yield. You know, Voyager was one that was giving mass yield on USD, or I think it was on USDC, was giving 10%, which was wild, and they were giving out $25 BTC credit if you were doing the referral program. So, you know, and what else? They were offering just insane percentages on yield for different coins that if you had them held in the platform, staking them, you know, but not a true stake. It's not a true stake. Like a true stake would be, you know, I had a good decent amount of chain link, and so a good actual stake would have been like taking that chain link, sending it out to like Aave or something like that, staking that, could have lended out, could have actually taken all my crypto, put it into something like Aave or Compound, stake it, and then get the LP tokens and use those LP tokens to then re-stake and lend. And that's kind of what you can do with DeFi if you can just get in it. You just have to get in it. It's like I know these things, but really a lot of times you just got to pull the trigger and you have to really fully go in. And that's how when Ivan talks about going full-time crypto, that's what that is. It's like you go all in. You spend your time hours researching. You go through these protocols. You see what's doing airdrops. See what people are getting rugged on. You get the chance to see what the scams are. You get to see what the narratives are. You get to spend more time in understanding how to grow money and also how to use the exact same freaking systems that the bankers basically use in the institutional hedge fund types, and that basically hedge and use interest and more and debt to increase their wealth and money, and they leverage a lot. So it's what banks do. You know, we put our money in the banks and they're able to take out literally like 90 to 100% of the money that you put in and then lend it out on interest. That's exactly what crypto is in DeFi. You get to use your money and make it work for you, like the banks are doing with your money, but you don't get to be a part of that. You don't get to earn the interest that they do by them lending out your money. What they do is they charge you $35 if you ever overdraft even a cent in your account. That's one thing that they will do. They're not gonna pay you the interest. They'll pay you a little piece of the pie, but it'll take a year. You're only gonna get 3%. Maybe 4%, but that's how the banks work. So that's why crypto exists. That's why people and cryptographers made crypto to have a whole separate type of ecosystem that can be separate from the blockades of money. That basically this is what government does to the free market flowing of energy and money. They just block it off. I want to sue that damn Brian Yule or whatever his name is, like Steve Ulrich or something like that. The guy who was the CEO of Voyager, just total scam, total freaking scam. Like they literally made out with everyone's crypto, got to sell it, and now they're using our money to pay for their legal fees. Can you believe that? That's exactly what they're doing. And then they get to do the bankruptcy filing, and then we got 30%. We got 30% of maybe I don't even think it was 20%. I don't even think it was 30%. It was like 25% back crypto. That didn't do shit. And then it was at the worst time to get the crypto back because it was like not a good time in the market. So I ended up selling most of that crypto that I got back. I didn't even keep it. To be completely honest, it was like at that point, I literally I had $5,000, basically equivalent of value in Voyager, and I got back like $300 maybe worth, something like $400 worth. I got like $100 USDC. I got $150 in ADA back. Uh, I don't. I like, yeah. I don't even know. I don't even. Yeah, that was it. That was it. I was like, cool. That was my DCA bag, by the way. So that was like, that was a DCA bag. I used that. Yeah, I know. It was the wrong time to sell at the time. Like I think about it now, like the ADA that I did have, at least, because ADA, obviously, it's pumped pretty substantially, but I had way more ADA than what they gave me back. Like I had 1,500 ADA and DCA'd at an average cost of about 80 cents. I think it was like between 80 cents and maybe $1 because I was dollar cost averaging. So, yeah, I mean, it happens. That's crypto though. You can lose all your shit. And actually, the people that will promote and that they've been like, they're crushing it, they're up so much in their crypto, well, they better sell it at some point, because then there's a potential that you could lose it all. It's literally what happened to so many people in the other previous bull market. Everyone was celebrating, and then there were people that didn't sell, at least at some point at where the top was, and then sell as it was going down, and they ended up being caught with their pants down pretty substantially. So, yeah. Shout out to you guys in the chat. Shout out to LMP for keeping it strong and keeping the engagement in this chat. Let me see. I think I saw someone pop in. What altcoin is good to buy now? Well, I can't tell you what to buy. Can't tell you what to buy. I can tell you what I think are good altcoins. I think AVAX is a good play. I think Solana is a good play. I like Stargate Finance, STG. I like Nakamoto Games. And I actually finally got to test it. I tested it out finally. I got into like the Naka Strike. I tested out Naka Strike. It's kind of like a Counter Strike. The platform works. It definitely works. So it's on Polygon. I would suggest you use the Brave browser to test it out, by the way. So if you want to test out Nakamoto Games, use the Brave browser, and probably maybe Chrome, if it probably works on Chrome, but it does not work on Firefox. I tried Firefox, it just gives you error messages, and it's really hard to integrate. It doesn't seem to want to connect to the MetaMask. So yeah, it's fun. So another one I like Vulcan Forge. Like Vulcan Forge is really cool. It's very more for the nerds. It's very nerdy. Like if you're into MMOs and you want to test out multiple different games, there's not just RPG style stuff, but I tested out Vulcanverse. I actually rented someone's land, and you can either rent land by paying lava, which is on the Celestine or Celestial blockchain that's linked in the Vulcan ecosystem, and then you can, when you own land in Vulcanverse, you can and the PYR token, it does very well. I think it's on a few different chains. Like if you wanted to have it on, I think it's on Ethereum, Polygon, and maybe Binance Smart Chain. Lava on Celestial. So yeah, I guess I was trying to remember from my memory, because I don't have anything in front of me. I'm just literally talking off the dome. So if I like get something wrong, that's why. But at least it shows I'm proving to myself and the community that like I can chat up some crypto. I look at this crap all the time. So it is on Binance. Okay, yeah, so that's good. So like I love altcoins and tokens that are on chains that you can freaking swap into, and then you can look and see what DEX decentralized exchanges have the best volume, and then just like, okay, thank God I don't have to be on an exchange. I can just do it on my own. I don't have to do some KYC BS, like, you know, you just like, you can just interact in the blockchains, go in and out of stuff, and that's the way I like to do it, and that's what I've started to adopt as my strategy, is like the least amount I can be exposed into an exchange, the better, because I've been now burned, and I will never have more than like maybe like a couple thousand or something like that on, like, say like a trading platform or something like that, just to be able to. But once I get that money, it's out. Once I get that money, it's gone. Like the crypto and the crypto too. Like I want to be able to have control of my stuff. That if it's it's be my fault if I lose it, not someone else's. All right, so STG, TA on STG, I would say Stargate Finance, it's multi-chain, so you can do it, I think, on Ethereum and Polygon, and it's a staking, bridging protocol, and it also has pools, so you can get yield, and the price right now is, I think, it was sitting at resistance at I think at 60 cents, and right now in the past couple days it's been in a price range of 50 cents to 55. It definitely could see a breakout going into the 70-cent range. Okay, LMP's helping me out. LMP's being like my charter. I think, LMP, were you the one that I asked, like, and you said you would love to be a chat moderator? Because I think you'd be a great chat moderator for the channel. So I will give you the upgrade. Today it's 52 cents. Yeah, so 52 cents. Yeah, I would see that the target would be at 55 cents to 60 cents if you look at the hourly, and then go maybe go in the 4-hour, and yeah, go in the 4-hour and look at the previous resistance and support. And yeah, okay, so if it is down today, and I think it went up as high as 56 cents, if I can remember, because that was one of the coins I was in. We were in a great STG trade. We were up 100%. I think we were up like 100. We were up like 120%, and we took profit. We took half the trade, and we left open. And okay, so on the daily, 46%. Nice. Yeah, if it's down, if STG is down, and if anything's down, so yeah, it was over 60 cents. Nice. Okay, yeah, so it did catch over to 60 cents. And yeah, so I think STG is more of like a long-term altcoin play, because it's just an easy one that you can DCA into. It's like it's low. It's low right now. And yeah, it's definitely, and it's on a lot of big players' lists too. It's like, I've been talking about it, and I didn't have to hear it from them to know about it, but they definitely have it on their play. I think anything that has a good functionality and it works, those will definitely be the play. Right now I'm really interested in Orca. I want to really start buying as much Orca as I possibly can, because I think Orca is going to be one of the most popular DEX swap platforms on Solana right now. Just for the fact that, like, if you go and look at the meme coins, you go look at Bonk, you look at the